So this full moon is the wolf moon. This is like getting in touch with your primal side. And if you've never looked at it, you should look up primal therapy. It's very healing. And I have done this several times and not really on purpose. The thing about me is I follow whatever I feel inside, whatever I should do, whatever I need to do. And so I've been in places where I'm like in the middle of the mountains, no cell phone service, getting water out of a creek. And I just feel like a release. And so you can literally just like, I don't know if you heard that echo. You can just make noise, or you can literally state your intentions out into the abyss. I no longer settle. I'm in full alignment with my highest purpose. I release anybody and anything that is holding me back. It is, especially for men, like you guys hold in so much. You're afraid to be vulnerable. It makes you really uncomfortable, because usually the people you've chosen to have around you and then you choose to be vulnerable with them, they just shut you down. Like, it's like, nope, not accepted, not allowed. So then all of this is like building inside you, and you've not been taught how to release it. Speaking is one way. It's a reverberation throughout your entire vessel. Vibration is huge. Like when you have kidney disease, stomping on the ground sends a vibration up through your body. It cleanses your kidneys. People who dance, people who work out, jumping, it's the reverberation. It's super cleansing. That's why frequency, like sound frequency healing works. And this is the wolf full moon. This is literally like coming into full alignment with who you are, your primal nature of who you are, not in an egotistical way, not in I'm alpha over top of everybody else kind of way. That's not the thing. You're an apex in your own area, in your own zone. An alpha, possibly, if you need people around you to be a leader with, that's alpha. Alphas need the pack, though. That's not a lone wolf. The alpha is a leader of a pack. Lone wolf is totally different. So this full moon, find some way to release, even if it's just journaling and writing down what you want to release, what you're not taking with you into 2025, because this is like, you're at a pivotal moment where everything is shifting, and you get to choose whether you're shifting with it or whether you're just going to stay stuck in the same cycles that you've been in forever. It's time. The energy right now is for you. So really go within and feel what you need to do for you. There are many different things you can do, and one of the biggest things is just shut your phone off. Shut your phone off and be with yourself. You don't need alcohol. You don't need all the other stuff to calm you down. No, you need to feel the feelings and heal it. Feel it to heal it. Seriously, turn your pain into power. That's enough of the half-assing it, okay? I'm not going to sit here and enable you and tell you that it's okay. It's okay. I know it's been tough. Yeah, it's been fucking tough, but it's time. Like, seriously. It's time to not be in victim mentality anymore. It's time to not keep blaming and shaming everybody else around you for how your life is. You got to take accountability. I took accountability a few years ago, and I stopped telling everybody my business. I swear there was days where I couldn't even go through the day without telling everybody everything, because I was so conditioned into this space that I lacked connection in many ways, like true, authentic connection. And then so it got to this point where like I felt like I needed to explain myself. I needed to tell everybody what was going on in my life, like especially family. It's like I couldn't go a day without speaking to them. I couldn't be with me. I am so grateful for my strength and surrendering in 2022. I was so tired. I was tired. I was tired of being manipulated and taken advantage of, and I was tired of making all the decisions and thinking that I had to have it all figured out. And near the end of 2022, so like October, getting into November, I was like, I surrender. I'm letting go of the reins. I get it. I know that there's a bigger plan for me. I know that I keep fighting it, and I keep fighting it. And I keep shutting myself off to what the plan is for me. And I'm tired of doing it alone. So I surrendered. And that's when I was guided back to Ontario. And I found out all this stuff that was happening behind my back. And I found out all these people that had been actually working against me. And here I am. I'm feeding everybody else. I'm trying to bring them all along with me. So this is it. You're either moving forward or you're staying in that same cycle that you've been in for the past 7 to 10 years or longer. Because this is it. Like, this is it. So this full moon, you better release that shit or you're going to be carrying it with you, and it's a heavy load. I know it. Trust me, I know it. I carried my own with me. I was on my hands and knees so many times crying, and I was like, I felt like I was carrying a crucifix, like I was carrying my cross. I could feel it, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Not that I ever wanted to give up on life. I was like, there's got to be something better. Like, why? Why do I carry this burden? It's not mine to carry. I carried everybody else's burden with me for so long. I was the healer. I was the one that everybody wanted in their life because they knew that I brought healing, and they knew that I would bring them success and fulfillment in the physical, in the material, because that's what everyone focused on. That's what everybody wanted. So they took from me to get ahead in the physical. And that's when people lose. And now you're in a space where when you choose to be so attached to the physical material, you're holding on so tight. You're like, I can't let this relationship go because I'm going to lose my house, and I'm going to lose my couch, and I'm going to lose my TV. And I just can't, like, I'm worried about my kids, I'm worried about this and that, and you're just so, I gotta work my ass off because if I just go to work, I'll distract myself from all the bullshit at home. So you're holding on, you're grasping onto the physical, material world, and nothing's working out for you, and you keep wondering why. Yet all these signs have been in front of you for years, telling you that this is not your life. This is your lesson. Are you ready yet? Are you ready to learn this lesson and leave? Because I've got things that are 100 times better for you. You just can't see it because I'm testing you. And I need to know, are you strong enough to sacrifice? Sacrifice that is not serving you. Sacrifice that has been placed on your path to learn a lesson, grow from that, and move forward. People are so afraid. You live in a space of fear, and that's how you're manifesting. You're manifesting in a space of fear. And this space of fear guides you to more fear until you're finally at your wit's end and you're like, ah! I've had enough! I'm ready for so much more. Tell me what to do and I will do it. But you're so afraid to let go. You're so afraid to loosen your grip and see the potential that's out there. So you stay in your comfy little box and you get beaten over the head every day because your partner can't listen to you. There's no connection. There's no compassion. Your kids see you fight. Then they get to grow up and they think that that's how a relationship should be, and that you should stick it out because we got that wedding ring and we got that contract with the state and the government tells us what we can and cannot do. And I want my kids to have a great life, so I can't leave. Because what's going to happen? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to go through a painful journey. You're going to have to figure yourself out because you've never sat with yourself long enough to know who you are. Yeah, it's going to be painful. Why? Because everything that you never were is shedding away from you. 12-12. You're releasing, you're purging. Yeah, it's going to be painful because you're going to see what you've been holding on to for so long that has nothing to do with your true authentic self. You literally put yourself in a space of comfort and it's not even that comfortable. It's like you have this sense of comfort because it's what you've known. And some people settle for 20, 30, 40 years. It's time. Like, it's time for you. It's time for you. You want to go through this whole life and be on your deathbed and be like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. And then you repent for your sins and you ask to be cleansed and God's like, I was there. I held your hand. You just didn't see me. You weren't willing to release your grip on the reins. Yet my hands were right there covering you the whole time. And you wouldn't feel me. You wouldn't let go of your vision, your false sense of control in your life. I tried to save you. I sent you the boat in the middle of the flood, and you didn't accept it. The boat was sitting right there. Seriously, I didn't plan that. It literally was just... That's how it works. You release, you surrender, you align, and things like this just happen. Like, seriously, that was not planned at all. That's what happens. And then you start to see the signs. And you start to ask for more guidance. And you're like, what direction do I go now? What should I do next? And then all the signs are there. And then you start to accept it. Because the thing is that when you start to see the signs, it can be scary. And you're like, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I can't trust that. And you know what? When you accept the sign and you do, like, you ask a question and you say, if I should do this, then show me this. And you see that and you say, no, that can't be real. So you say, okay, give me another confirmation. Show me this. And then you see that. When you continue to ignore the signs, you're going to stop getting signs. And you're going to be in this space of discomfort that is going to be more painful than it would be for you to leave what doesn't serve you and sacrifice you, sacrifice your comfort, sacrifice everything you've had a grip on that you've been trying to hold on to because it's the one familiar thing in your life. You don't know what's out there. You don't know what's going to happen if you have to co-parent. You don't know what's going to happen if you leave that career that's trying to force you with hokey pokies and everything else just because you got a pension on the way. Imagine divine source creator flowing through you, telling you exactly what you need to do because you've sacrificed what you were not supposed to continue with in your life. Imagine the creator providing you with the perfect life. Why? Because you sacrificed everything that was supposed to be a lesson. And then you're guided into this space which brings you total joy, peace, and fulfillment. Imagine that. You don't even have to make all the decisions. All the decisions are made for you because you've surrendered. You surrender into the not knowing. You surrender into this space of what's going to happen next? How am I going to get there? Who fucking cares? Just know that you're going to get there. I'm in a space right now, I got a few weeks to move. Where am I going? I have no idea. I seriously have no idea. What am I doing? I'm packing. Because I know that I'm going. Where? I have never known in all of these past few years when I surrendered, before I was like, yeah, I got this. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. And then it was like, no, you really don't. So then I surrendered and I was like, okay, now what? And the spirit realm is like, don't worry. We will figure it out and it will all work out. You just focus on you, you heal, you do that inner work that you need to do, and we will make sure that everything is placed on your path to get you to where you need to go. All you need to do is have a mustard seed of faith, and it will all work out. So full moon energy, release it, get rid of it, whether it's emotions, whether it's hatred, whether it's blaming everybody else for everything that happened in your life, whether 1818. Meanwhile, it's your life. This is your life. You chose those people in your life. Those people being in your life guided you to these losses. Yet you chose it. And it was for good reason. Because you go through the shit, you can help others through the shit. You need to be grateful the whole way. Grateful. Be so grateful that you are here, because you are needed right now more than you'd ever know. Mwah. Bliss to each and every one of you.